good. Y'all ready?
Yeah, we straight.
All right, we back in here. We Need Answers podcast, episode 49. This the second one, or this the first one of December. We closing out 2020 the right way with the gang. Same way we came in with the music group, the Roundtable. The music roundtable. That's what I'm tripping. Music roundtable episode. This our fourth one, I think, third or fourth. So we get it in. It's for the books, but you know, closing out the right way. We had a crazy 2020 and an even crazier 2020 on the music tip. Got a lot of talent, a lot of projects. Some disappointing, some bringing life to the game. A lot of big ups and downs going on. So it's only right to close it out the right way with the game and talk about the best of what we looking forward to next year, the artists we looking forward to, the projects we looking to, all that. So starting off, who would y'all say is y'all MVP of 2020 music?
Baby. Little Baby.
Little Baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Charlamagne.
I'm gonna say Baby. I'm gonna say Little Baby.
Okay.
Oh.
You jump back. Who do you say?
I'm gonna have to give it to Freddie Gibbs, Mr. Gibbs himself.
Okay.
Why?
Can't argue either
Why?
one.
Why you say Freddie Gibbs? I know why, but explain.
Because like I really feel like a lot of people have really like not paid Gibbs his due, like paid him like his compliments and like just like look at him like and just take him like really seriously, even though he's had like successful and solid projects like time after time from Bandana up until like Alfredo. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he's now Grammy nominated, congratulations Gibbs.
Shout out
to Gibbs for that.
I'm about to fuck Baby. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I feel like that's now bringing him to the light now. People who probably would have like downplayed Gibbs and his importance is now like, oh shit.
His social media bring a lot of light to him too.
Yeah.
He real active.
He's really active.
But I say like for Baby, it's because like he checked off everything.
Yeah.
Mainstream.
Like mainstream success.
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah.
Gibbs, even though he crossed over, it's kind of a certain lane he stays in. It's a lane I like, but it's not going to give you everything.
But I think with Gibbs, it's important because it showed like for Baby, he had a very impressive year.
Yeah.
But when it came to being recognized by the Grammys, not saying that we already know for the Grammys how they do people, especially how they did Jay-Z with 444. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, he was getting too deep on it.
Yeah. But we also see with even how successful Baby did a great year, fantastic year, MVP for sure.
Yeah.
But he didn't get that recognition that we all thought he was going to get.
Yeah.
And even for the songs that we thought he was going to get it for, he got it for his most conscious song of the year, which I feel like is honestly like one of the best songs that he's ever made.
Yeah. He like you said, like he's doing every lane too. So.
Yeah.
And he did that. I ain't even think of that because if he didn't make that, he made that song probably for that. To get that I know he probably meant it, but to get that I think every time something like that happens, you know they always want feedback from a celebrity. So whether it's a song or you gave something, a song basically shows like, okay, he cares. It's a good song.
And I think
and
like
then
the proceeds from
that
that song is supposed to have been donated as well.
Yeah, you know that's a part of the game. You gotta do that.
But the funny thing with Lil Baby in that song is that I think it was the GQ interview where he said that he was going to back away from it, and I wonder if it's from the people above him, like telling him like, "Don't get." Yeah.
But he said that though in the song.
Yeah.
Like he ain't gonna go.
What he say?
It's a line in there when he was shit. We gotta run it.
But
he was talking about it like he ain't gonna go too deep into it, like 'cause they might get him out of there.
But to me, he shone his brightest on that song. Like,
it was a good song though.
It's a great song.
And you don't really expect good songs like when it come for like
consciousness. Because we gotta think about it. It was a bunch of like artists that's just like putting like a bunch of songs like that out, and a lot of them came off really like corny and forcing. But his really came off like natural.
That kind of solidified it for him.
Yeah. So for that to be the song for him to be nominated for nothing else is kind of like.
But he gave you conscious from his perspective. It wasn't over deep.
Yeah,
that ain't him. He gave you like, man, okay, I'm hustling. I talk about this, but I know what's right and wrong. This is the lane. This is what I'm used to.
Like, he a real intelligent young brother too. You can tell by how he move, and he stand on a lot of principles and morals and stuff.
You got a lot of these guys we take for granted thinking they dumb. It takes a lot to get in any be successful in anything.
True.
So
That's a fact.
to make money and sustain that, like we can say all these guys, they don't dumb, they don't know no better.
Yeah.
But how many people we know trying to do that can't get it?
Right.
So you gotta think about these rappers.
It's a method to the madness.
Yeah, it's like, man, how many people chasing that thrill, trying to get 1 million, 2 million, 10, whatever, and never get it. And these guys in there consistently 5, 10 years.
That's a good point.
It ain't a dummy to play that game, man.
That's a different kind of grind.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Different lifestyle to maintain. Like you could play the 9 to 5. That's a everyday we grind.
Yeah.
That's something else, but it's real.
What about you, Movers? Who do you think is the MVP?
I think I would go. I agree with both. Like I don't think it's a right or wrong answer regardless, but I think Gibbs for his lane, he definitely the MVP. I definitely think Baby though, and I think if before Megan got into this drama, Megan would have been.
And I got one more too. Speaking for the younger generation, because about he working with the kids. Young boy, because he got the, got that cult like father.
He huge.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but this year though.
He broke a lot of records. I think
and all that. You gotta think about it. People getting their money in different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you may not
and then he put his album out this year too.
He put multiple albums out. He got the one with Mr. Kid, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like he did a lot.
But I think Top was like his official.
Yeah.
But as far as numbers, it's crazy because I think that Young Boy is bigger. And I was thinking about it. I said yesterday, remember I said this yesterday, I think he's the biggest young artist, but...
Yeah, we agree on that.
He might, but I don't know. We got to look at the numbers because... But
he's not snagging covers. Like, he's not getting that push.
But I think...
I don't think he's really shooting for that.
I think it's by choice, though. And this is why... I think this is why where he fuck up at, and this is why I say he big, because a lot of shit that he stayed away from... I think that he has the option to do it, but he just mentally he ain't there. But if he was to do that, he'd definitely be Baby. If he was to get he'd be a little Baby.
He shut himself off from doing shows. He just started doing shows last night. Because a lot of times he said, man, I'm not doing no shows. How many artists can say they're not doing no shows like that and keep that wave? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, I'll never forget. We had a game over Dunbar. I had a kid with me. I was pissed because we lost. Had a young boy join. I ain't even skipped this shit. That's how bad I was. So he rapped every song from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Top to bottom. I'm talking about word for word. I'm like, and this kid don't even talk that much.
So if y'all say that's the top, so I'm about to cut you off, bro. Good. So we might as well say that's the MVP. What would be like the all NBA, all rap team?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's better because then it's like you get 5.
True.
Who would be the?
I tell you, my 6 man is.
Who that?
42 Doug.
Okay.
Coming out the bench, hot, strong.
Okay.
Like Shorty, man, to me, like he's one of my
He the best. You can put him in the best new artist category.
Yeah, man, Shorty a gangster rapper.
He like a rookie team.
Yeah, all rookie. All rookie.
Yeah, but Shorty, but once you get into him, what he be talking about and the passion he put in his music, man, Shorty that.
Little Baby remind me of Luka.
Okay.
Versatile.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about
a game changing. All right, so look, I like that comparison.
All right, so look, we got Baby. We got Young Boy. Who else y'all got?
You got to put on which one?
You said the all NBA team, like the all.
A 5, just a 5, like a rap team for this 2020.
As far as impact,
Dirt.
Yeah,
Dirt.
Yeah.
He had a good ass year too.
And Drake would be LeBron. He just gonna be on the team.
Yeah.
Because
but this year I wouldn't say. Well, he always in the conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
He always in the
Drake.
But he ain't really. Yeah, he basically put out a joint with Dirk and then all the feature shits, right?
Yeah, he was killing all his features this year.
What's the little demo joint he put out? What's the joint?
That came out this year?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, okay. Damn. I fucked with that.
He killed that shit.
I fucked with that.
The Reese shit that he did with Cali.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the Griselda boys,
They hard. I ain't even at first. I have to look back. I listened back to this podcast. I ain't really got with the West Side Gun. I ain't really like. I really went back.
Yeah.
And
I remember you
I just
about
listened to that shit.
You
Like I'm like, damn. I've been in the gym. Like I had to really take it in.
Yeah.
I like all that music. Like honestly, like even him at first I didn't get the voice.
Yeah.
But when he was talking about,
he's really an animator.
And you just hear it was like, man, this shit is good.
It's
like,
very vivid. You paint it. It's a mood. Like it ain't no shit that you just listen to all the time.
I like the whole little setup he got. As far as like what I'm saying, like the artwork and all that.
Creative.
Yeah, the creative part of it. Like
he really do think things through for that camp.
They got a solid squad.
But the music is great. Like when you say like it's different, like your rap and shit, and then just like all around like the music. He probably ain't the best rapper, but the collective, them niggas had
Benny and Conway
had some hard ass like sitting music like oh damn.
Yeah, because he went from Hitler wears Hermes or on 7 like in 2019.
Even that,
then Pray for Paris 2020.
That
Fly
one
Boston
hard
also
right here.
dog.
That's with the what's this guy? What's the dude name on that? That kept he be
it's
killing that shit.
what's
Stove
God,
yeah. Shout out to AA from Philly.
And then
Always
he
hit me
went
about
to,
him.
like,
He
Who
said he
Made the
loved your shit.
Sunshine, like,
Stove
he-
God, yeah.
That's
Stove
BJ
God
man
cooks.
too. Benny, that's
Gus
BJ
released like
put me
3
on,
solid
Benny.
projects within this year, and like it's just continues. Like he continues
So who
to
the
go
list
up.
then? Who the list? So we got
Benny Conway on
Honestly.
Juicy J album too.
He
kill
killed
that
that
shit.
That's
He
what I'm
kill
saying.
that
Like
shit.
if you nice, yo, that's when I put it to music. If you nice, you can go in any pocket.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think he would come kill that.
Yeah.
Just like Baby can flip it. He's nice.
Yeah.
Some people ain't nice like yo. They can go in the trap pocket, old hibbity hop pocket,
Yeah.
sad pocket. Like that's how you know you nice. Like
Right,
you
yeah,
get
true,
one dimensional. You just
you know who really can get in any pocket too? The people don't Future. Future can
Yeah.
he can go in a lot because you gotta think about it.
Future-
He came from that Dungeon Family thing. So when you hit certain songs,
Mhm.
like you'll really go in.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You'll go in and then he'll go to pop joints.
Yeah,
He'll go to
he
club
looked-
joints.
He looked at and saw how they went into
Yeah.
different like
Man,
lanes for real.
Shorty really talented.
he had an up and down year,
I think so.
Yeah.
I was
me
about
too.
to say that.
Me
Because
too.
he really wasn't in music like
but he was
that.
hot and cold. Like we
Yeah.
put out shit. It wasn't like
It hit like it used to. All this other shit, no brainer, no
yeah.
brainer,
It's like
no brainer.
it's been like that for a while.
Do you
It's
think
been,
he's putting too much thought into it?
No, I think
I
he
think
worried
he
about
never
other
put
shit.
real thought into it. He just
No, I
go-
think so. I think it's a method to the madness for real. But I think he's more so focused on like the fashion tip and all the other stuff. Like actually, I
How
think
Rocky
he
did.
really trying to get that bag. Yeah, he's on his Rocky tip. I think he really
saw
trying to chase
what
that
happened.
bag.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
We saw
think-
what happened with that.
I
No
thi-
offense.
But that's more organic though. I don't think like
Yeah, it's organic for
For
Rocky.
Rocky. I
Yeah,
don't-
'cause
when I was
he
young-
from that world.
yeah. I don't really see, Future get fly. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
he wasn't like that.
Yeah.
He had
Till-
them big
I
colorful
think-
chains.
Till
I think-
Sierra.
Yeah,
People may not want to
I
admit
don't
it,
know
but
when he came
until
in the
then.
game with a Burberry tip. You know what I'm saying? With a track. I'm
Oh,
ATL.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the
He's
one
got- you know
nigga
what I'm
tip,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
but like far as like high fashion, people may not want to admit it, but when he got with Sierra, he was
did
able
change
to
his
do
start dying.
that.
As he
Yeah.
should. And when you get with a certain but that's all for publicity for real. When you
Yeah.
get with certain
And
artists,
she
and
take you around
relationships,
different
yeah.
circles.
Yeah. But I think with Future is just at some point you gotta find inspiration. And like it really that's like what I said, how you hang around all the Detroit
That's what I was about to
rappers
say. You
now.
gotta keep a young hot nigga around.
So it's kind of getting to a point where it's kind of fading because it's like he probably looking for motivation. And that's just like with all the shit with all the girls. If it wasn't for the shit with these girls popping up with him, he probably wouldn't even really be in the news for
He
it.
got like that meat thing.
Yeah.
Like we saw.
Yeah, like it's
right,
keeping them
right,
afloat.
right,
It's
yeah,
really
absolutely
keeping them
right.
afloat. Like they love the toxic shit. He making hats now with the shit on.
Yeah,
it. Like
right.
it's working for him.
That's why I say he chasing other shit.
Yeah, so it's so I think like
he selling.
Tweets and all that.
like
other
we
shit.
always say, you gotta keep the older you get, you gotta keep a young nigga with you that got that flame.
Yeah,
For
we
inspiration.
always talk about that.
And for it show you what's going on now. The older you get, no
Look at
matter
your
if
guy.
you're in the game,
Look at your guy.
Exactly. He
got
keep a
42,
nice young
He got 42, baby on it, and that goes
Money
back.
bag.
Look, you see money back. You see where Black Youngster. You see where it goes
Yup.
back to baby.
Yup.
4200. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
Yup,
so
yup.
that's why I
So
think
you
they
gotta
come full
gotta
circle.
stay in there. You gotta keep
In the
somebody
know.
to keep you in there. Yeah,
So
exactly.
what we talking about next? What's next? We got.
Oh, let me see. We
Nah, I wanna hear everything.
did we do rookie? We did rookie.
No,
We
you said 40,
the-
but you say 42. My rookie. Oh, damn.
That's my rookie.
Damn.
42 does.
Who else? It was so
the
many
best
people.
new artist of this year.
To me.
I don't know about the best, but he was just one of the young
The
hot
hottest.
niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Hotness.
I
You know
just,
what I'm saying?
man, that shit is crazy because this year felt like it's been like 3 of them in one.
Mm-hmm.
I like it to. Well, my favorite this year. I think my favorite artist that really had me like hype is Pooh Shiesty.
Oh, Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty.
You right.
And
yeah.
he ain't got no project, but
No,
I
he got
just
it.
love.
Yeah,
energy.
Pooh got it,
Yeah.
yo. I take that.
But
back.
I
42 out there, but Pooh got the streets right now.
I fuck with
No
cause you
mixtape.
know I ain't like 42
Yeah.
at first, but when I started listening
No,
to
like
shit, I was hype on him too. When I
Right.
looked at my
Man, but we got the,
that
we got the
2020
playlist.
shit, when they show you the most shit you listen
Listen,
to,
yeah.
it was mine was Gibbs 42, Pooh, I think NBA and like some other shit.
You
But I don't
Who
really
ain't even got a
listen to a lot of shit
mixtape?
though.
Who ain't even got a mixtape? Yo
Yeah.
got Streets on Fire.
And that's recent too, so I might be a little biased.
And he
on
just
that.
came out, but he definitely for this area and down in the south, like I'm probably like DC on down, and the probably little areas he got that.
Yeah.
I don't think he really got up top yet, but his music ain't spread. But
On
he
West Coast, he might not got West Coast.
yeah, but he hot though, like where he need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hit on him, KJ?
Not yet. Like I take my time, like
Yeah, I
getting
feel you.
around, like
You
it's
like-
like.
I
Just
worked
like
out
he
this
took-
shit when in the summer. Yeah, it was hard. It was on
It
that
is alright.
mixtape with
I'm
Gucci. What was it? The,
If you-
17.
10-17.
If y'all say
compilation,
that
summer
that
shit.
he's someone that I need to listen to, then I'll listen.
I know stuff from getting understanding your taste. It might not be your cup of tea,
But you gonna take it for what
but
it's worth.
he's for some shit that's where he at.
Yeah.
It's
It's
good.
good.
It's good.
It's catchy, yeah. So what about the verses, the most recent verses? I think we talked about. Did we talk about Fab and
Oh, which one you want to talk about that or the King Von shit first? Because both of them gonna take a little bit of time.
We talk about the verses. Let's
the
go with the
verses.
verse.
Let's
We
go with
talk
the
about the
verses.
most recent one, the Jeezy
Okay.
and the Gucci.
Man,
What was y'all thought?
I was so disappointed because I thought Gucci was gonna have it put together a little bit better.
His playlist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was real disappointed in that.
What
because
you
I-
wanted?
What you,
That hard shit.
That hard shit.
That hard
He ain't
shit.
played that shit from out the movie. You know what I'm saying? He ain't played
Show
Add
Me.
It Up, Show Me. You know what I'm saying? Hot Stuff. He ain't played nothing out the Gucci Sosa shit, which was a banger. Like the shit when he was really like first he grabbed everybody's attention, but once he was coming with them, like he was coming with a banger, writing on the wall shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Girls
All
kissing
that
girls.
ice attack shit.
Yeah, Ice Attack shit.
He ain't even really do all his hits.
Right, no mirror. Like, I swear, I feel like I could have did a better
Yeah.
playlist than what he did.
It's like a hot take, but it ain't. Well, it's my opinion. That showed me. It was cool. It was entertaining.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
it kind of showed me like how rappers, all this shit is a facade for real. You can see it
It's
was
Russian.
live motion. Like just look at Jeezy mannerism.
Yeah.
It kind of showed me like, man, you admire these people, but they ain't really like that.
Yeah.
If somebody looking at me,
Yeah.
I'm not sitting in no chair and talking to the ground.
Yeah.
You just seen like, oh,
Okay.
that, you see like it was
Yeah.
different. If this
The
man
mannerism,
talking to you,
Yeah.
he not sitting down.
Yeah.
You
He's
talking
sitting
to
the
the
whole time.
ground, though, the whole time with glasses, like
Yeah,
talking to the
yeah.
ground. Like,
But-
it showed me that stuff, like,
But people been saying that though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But now I can see it.
Remember, yo, people saying that from the jump. They were saying, Jeezy was like a put together guy. You know what I'm saying? Gucci is really who everybody think Jeezy is. You know
and
what I'm
Mook
saying?
said that because he's like, man, you can see the people in Atlanta don't love him. You can see the energy, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who really, like, man, you not
Who
really
got the
like
shit
that.
right.
I mean, you was
Gucci
probably getting
in
paper.
Gucci was like more in the streets, like
Right.
he was in everybody reach. But I would say to what you were saying, I would say, I think I get what you're saying, but when I was listening to I listened to the most recent Drink Champs, and Nori said that whoever was on that talked to him, he said that they had like a 2-hour meeting before they did that shit. So I guess all the shit was laid out, but I think he knew that Gucci was gonna come like that. But
Being in the moment.
seeing, this is what I get from it. I feel like seeing that if Jeezy is more professional business mind, so Gucci all for it, whatever. He know he gonna get the bag, he gonna shit, he gonna carry. But I think Jeezy to a point now is like, I take that. I'm gonna swallow this because he got the image now.
But he wanted to be. You can see. It remind me of how a nigga cop produced it. Then when they say, yo, we in the beef over, he happy. Like once they said, so Ice, he was like, yo, come on.
He got hype. He did get
Niggas
hype.
still looking at him like, yo, I'm still not cool with you. But it was like
He
you
did
wanted to
get
be
hype.
down to be happy.
He
Like
got hype. He
I was
did get
like,
hype.
that's
He
not
did
really.
get hype.
He was
No,
like,
I agree.
Yeah, he was like,
I agree with what you're saying. I just think that Jeezy probably just on a more of a tip now, like he gotta put it like brush it off his shoulder. He probably was more relief because now it's like, all right, this nigga really can't keep dissing me now because we done did this shit.
And I respect his view though. What he was saying, just like how he was doing it was like why you was really. It seemed like he was timid.
Say that's why they stopped fucking with each other because he said sometimes it hurt to meet your hero because he wasn't who I thought he was.
He seemed timid, like it was like, I know you're a professional and all, but why you seem like you got all these niggas over here the same? Why you acting like that?
Right.
Because them niggas built different too. They there for show. You know what I'm saying?
What you say, Kat? What was your thoughts on the whole shit?
I think it was just like I didn't feel no type of connection to it like that, like to where I was that invested with the beef.
Okay.
I think it was entertaining to watch everybody else be so invested that once they hit like the finale and they did so icy together, everybody was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And I just like literally saw everybody just get so blown. But at the end of the day, this is show business.
It was like
it's like wrestling.
I love that part.
And honestly,
it was
I'm not surprised Gucci like picked the songs that he did because what's the main component behind Versus for everybody? Their streaming numbers went up. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I'm not sure exactly how Gucci's catalog is set up, far as all like his material, if it's all provided on like on the streaming.
The mixtapes and all that.
So I mean, at the same time, it's also about hitting those people that aren't that familiar with you. So it's not just us watching them, and we have to be mindful of that.
That's a good point.
It's not just us black people who are like, y'all hit the club scene. Y'all used to his deep cuts and all that.
Yeah.
You got white America watching this shit.
True.
That's investing into this. So therefore, they're just trying to make sure that they hit every angle.
Or somebody just got into Gucci in 2010.
Yeah.
Not the Gucci.
Whole different.
Oh wait, Gucci. Like when I was in college, and people start they just what's that? Lemonade.
Yeah.
That's the Gucci they know.
That ain't nothing.
Like
that's weak compared to the real Gucci.
Oh, that's like with Bootsy, 5-star shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-star shit.
No,
that's Gotti. That's Gotti.
But they would know those songs.
Independent.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know Bootsy. They thinking like,
it's
like, no, that ain't
shit.
Yeah, so I mean,
even though he rocked it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's a whole 6-7 years before they was still out. 03, 02, like some of them like this.
Yeah, so I mean,
I get your point though.
I understood it. It is what it is.
They both got their bag.
It's about marketing.
I know the bag was humongous though, because I don't got Gucci doing that for nothing.
They said they gave him $1 million.
Yeah. And plus the merch and all that shit, I don't got Gucci doing that for nothing. He said he wasn't doing it for under.
But ain't that amazing though? Like to see the growth of like Versus.
Yeah.
In its entirety, like even Billboard did like a whole cover story on them. Like I still gotta read it all the way, but
that's serious.
That was like the best thing that Timbaland and Swiss could have done. Like honestly, I know their pockets is fat.
And they went from doing this on Instagram Live in people's houses to setting up in the clubs and shit.
Right.
Tyler Perry Studios and all that.
Yeah, like you really seen the growth of this shit in 12 months.
Yeah.
But I think for them guys doing it, because they already got paper, they could do it with love.
True.
If they was doing it off the like, man, we trying to get some money.
Yeah.
We go let's open and make a concert. Yeah. Swiss got paper. Tim got
It'll get phony if they do the concert.
Yeah, but know they like somebody want to get it.
Yeah.
They make it bigger than ever.
They've been saying that.
It's like, no, we're gonna keep it just like we gonna have them there at the same place.
It might not be phony.
I think
it might not be phony because like Drake and Lil Wayne did that concert when he did the Versus shit. I ain't go to that, but they did something similar to that.
That was like years ago, right?
Yeah, that was.
Before Drake was showing up.
I think he just took off and Wayne was like
10.
Yeah. So you brought out King Von. What's your thoughts on that? What's y'all thoughts?
Man,
I was fucking with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was fucking with. Yeah, I was fucking real hard because, even though he from Chicago, whatever, his storytelling ability was crazy. And, we first heard him like, he really talking that shit. Like it's so vivid. And when you hear it, you're like, damn, it sounds like he painting a picture for you right there. Or you watching a movie. Yeah. We listen to a movie. You know what I'm saying? That's how detailed he was. So then once you go do the research, I see why this shit so detailed because how rappers said he be really living it. Shorty was in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about grandson. That's why shit was called grandson because his grandfather started the BDs and all that other shit. Like that shit deep into it. Like on record, got multiple bodies or had multiple bodies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm talking about some crazy shit, yo. I gotta send y'all to it. You gonna be like, ain't no way this shit real.
I think he was into it too much to a fault though.
Yeah.
Because that shit started to become his
from it.
Right.
Yeah, you talk about that shit so much it become you even though he's living it, but that's the same shit that took him out.
Yeah, and this shit was so crazy because they pulling up tweets with motherfuckers they killed. Or we smoking on Tuka. You know what I'm saying? They talking about shit like that. Or they say how he did it.
Back for
like
real.
they say they killed the motherfucker the day. You know what I'm saying? 11 o'clock this morning. They on Twitter talking about it.
Yeah,
but that's
just different.
And one thing I noticed about that's one thing is great. Is like before it was like phony and you see the decline with Chief Keef, but it's a good thing that he got away from Chicago because he changed his whole everything, and then he ain't even like Ball was still going back. He taking all his niggas from around his way everywhere he go. all that type of shit, and it's like
And
you
he
can't
got
escape
to
it.
He ain't get a chance to grow.
Right,
That's the thing. I like
right,
this music.
Right.
And when I seen that interview with Gilly, like I say, these guys ain't as dumb as you think.
Exactly.
I don't know.
When you sit,
right.
when you sit them down, they talk.
Yeah.
He just remind you people grew up like,
Yeah.
you like, damn, that's my man.
Yeah, I
But
gotta finish that too.
when you get a chance to get older, he only 26. He still was ignorant. He just get some paper.
Right.
If he would have got
It came
5,
too
6
fast.
years,
It came too fast.
That shit came overnight.
But I hate when you say that. I don't want to be the one to say energy, but that's real. That
Yeah,
shit,
that's real shit though.
it's gonna come back
real.
around
Yeah.
for like, and then they come around with some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you probably like, man, I'm cool. I'm in Atlanta. This ain't about nothing.
Ain't no reason that man should have been fighting.
No,
but
he
him
was
being who
for
he is.
Yeah, I'm a fight. He
Yeah,
went out there. He
yeah,
pushed all his
but
fans
no,
out there to
everybody,
fight.
no, you ain't doing nothing. We
Nobody
take
wanna
this.
grab
we should-
him.
This the money. This is us right here. We
Right.
gotta protect them at all costs.
But when it comes to the music, it was he had some good like that one he just dropped like shit that week before he died.
Yeah.
I was fucking with it. It was
I honestly just started listening to that and I was like, damn, this shit alright.
Yeah, like
The one he got the song, I think it's a nigga named Prince Dre or something on there. It's Dirt,
like 20
Vaughn, and another nigga on there. I was fucking with that heavy. I'm gonna find the exact name.
okay.
But
I like the whole the crazy stories and all that.
But
shit
crazy
like
thing,
that.
I get it. I just say no. It's off topic. But how y'all feel about that when you say like, yeah, they live in that, but then it be their demise at the same time?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cause like we entertained by the shit, but then it's like,
song back again.
Okay.
how you
Oh, yeah,
feel
I
about
was
that,
talking-
KJ?
I'm
You
not gonna-
entertained by it, but it's like, damn, these niggas really.
I'm not gonna lie, sit here and act like I ever listened to him. I've always heard that. I always read that his storytelling is really great,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take a chance to listen to it. When I saw the situation happen, like when I saw the news break out, it just reminded me like there's another young rapper, and they about to take his shit and twist it up and run it up for however long they can and milk like his popularity till they can't milk it no more. Just like with the Pop Smoke situation.
Yeah.
The only difference with Pop Smoke is that 50 came in and 50 did a damn good job with what he had to work with as far as like that album. I mean, what was it the best album? Probably not compared to what would probably been made if he was able to still be around to finish it. But for what the scraps that they had, he was able to make something great out of it.
Yeah. We gotta talk about Pop too.
Yeah, I think it's really unfortunate that we demand these like artists to live
Right, yeah.
what they rap and
Jesus.
stuff like that, but then we just be so hurt or fake stunned when they get killed by the same life that they rap about. So you have to really like
gift and a curse.
You really have to really I think we all have to sit with ourselves and really try and make a decision. What do we really want?
That's
Because
real. That's real.
if we would encourage these guys, especially these young guys that's coming from the street, that are carrying the weight of everybody on their back, their hoods, their families, their friends, like just fans. And just like I saw a video of him taking like a duffel bag of money and just dumping it for all his friends. And one of the things like, one of the things that a girl that I follow, she mentioned that nobody at that table said thank you, and somebody.
Damn, that's right. They did just take the shit like.
And somebody like a guy came under her plies was like, that's gang. No, the fact that nobody looked at him, he's the breadwinner of the crew. Yeah. And nobody thought to say thank you.
Right.
You're never too fucking gangster.
Yeah.
You're never too
real
solid
shit.
to
That's
say
real.
thank
That's
you
real.
for doing all this for us, so we can take this money back to our families.
Yeah.
And to me, that gave me a glimpse of the people that he had around him, which is why he's dead.
And that's a very good point. Very good point. Because when you asked that, when you were saying, I think the biggest thing that's important, even if they live like their lyrics and shit, is it show you how important it is to have a big homie or a mentor when you're in that game. Because if he had a nigga, even if it was another artist, like say he was under Gucci or somebody, he like.
But the crazy, I don't mean to interrupt you, but because of that court case, him and Dirk couldn't even be around each other.
So but Dirk, I wouldn't even say Dirk though. Because Dirk kind of like one foot,
But you can tell Dirk was bringing him with him everywhere, because even that Breakfast Club interview, before Vaughn even came out, he had him right there like, who the fuck is you?
But I really think that they, like all these artists, it's just super, they even if it ain't an artist, like you gotta have a credible manager, just like G Herbo. He got the nigga Mickey that used to be with Cash Money. I think that's his manager, or he under him some kind of way.
Is that the one that got him jammed up?
I don't think
that
so.
situation?
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think so though. Cause he got restaurant shit. He be in the out the way, but I know he came up there under him somehow. Wait, but that's somebody. Even if he ain't a successful artist, he been through the ranks and he know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just like for a nigga, somebody they need somebody, especially a wild nigga like him. And it's like I said again with Chief Keef.
Right.
He would have been probably even worse. Chief Keef wasn't wild for us like all that like wilding out, but he was around so many niggas, and if ain't nobody take him and move him out of Cali, or if Chicago ain't banned him from coming to Chicago, he would have been right there.
But you gotta
so
see it now though. Some people don't listen. So y'all can
True.
be big homie, all that.
True.
Man, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
True.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like
how young boy is, cause multiple people try to come
and
to
they
him.
ain't hearing it.
You know
So
what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
not
but-
with none of that.
But
To a
I
certain
think
extent.
I agree, but I also think that at the end of the day, if you say just like with Young Boy, no matter how that went, even with Kodak and Master P,
Right.
if a nigga, how many people you shoot it down, that's on you, but you
Right.
can't say nobody trying
Right.
to show you this
Absolutely,
shit. So
But I also think, like I said, he's young,
it come
and
with
then
age,
and
nigga.
it comes with
Yeah.
age, and then again, like I said, it's that loyalty that gets people killed every day.
all day,
Plus,
every
plus,
day.
plus Shorty, he cheated death so many times, yo. Like I said, if you go look at his documentary and stuff like that, you see all the people he didn't kill. You know what I'm saying? And got away from. So he probably feel like he untouchable.
Yeah.
Or this rap shit ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So you gotta think about, cause Quando, he not even built like that.
Mhm.
Like I done ran into yo before, and when I was in Atlanta, I've been told you that shit. Move.
Yeah.
Just his manner and stuff like that, you can tell like he a little. You know what I'm saying?
People
He
they be
timid.
having with him with
Yeah,
them.
but
Yeah.
you gotta think about it. You're a showing off street nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you come in contact with people like, oh, I'm not worried about this.
Mhm.
I can do whatever. Like I didn't beef with showing off killers.
Some nigga,
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you tell but you know every
That's a
time.
different perspective,
Yeah, you know what I'm
right?
saying? The scary niggas get you every time.
Cause he wasn't even worried about it. He like, I'm gonna punch him. And I'm
Right.
gonna leave
Perfect.
here. We gonna laugh about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's where it goes to like thinking.
right.
Ain't the
Right.
people you're around.
Yeah.
And now show you chill.
But
I
then
think
you said,
that's why I think it was super important for Gucci and Jeezy to end it that way.
Right.
That they did, because it was definitely, whether they make a difference or not, this was the only situation that really could make somebody think twice, because somebody died in that situation.
Yeah.
And for you to say, all right, I'll consider doing this with you, you know how Gucci really feel about him, and then
Right.
two, to say, all right, we can, even if we ain't friends, we can do this last part just to say it's bigger than that.
especially because they the founders really of that whole
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
music.
So we know it's real.
Yeah.
That's a real
Yeah.
situation, like
Yeah,
somebody
absolutely right.
passed.
That's what, yeah,
A couple people were both sides when that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
So it was that was just the
Right.
most one that got the
Yeah,
attention. So people, there was some bloodshed behind it
real
on
shit.
both sides. So I mean, that come with maturity. That's why I feel like now the music I be listening. Sometimes I'm really kind of like
Paying attention
cautious
to
of what I'm
to.
putting in my
Yeah.
my brain. Because if you ain't really got like a young guy or he older than that, you can't really block some of that shit out. Just entertainment, what it is.
Yeah.
You can internalize that
Yeah,
shit and really be
real
like,
shit. You will.
Damn, yo,
You will.
I'm about
TV,
to,
music, all
Yeah,
that.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. I was about
That's
to
just
say
like
the
when
same
you
thing.
see people on Twitter talking about I watch scary murder shows at night, and then they be traumatized. They be
Fucked up.
go all in their head the next day, like thinking about if I go in the house around this time, this might happen. Like,
Right,
nah,
right.
you internalize that
Right, you
shit.
putting that shit in your
That's
head.
what I'm saying. That but I mean, all that shit, it'd be cool. I like it. I take it because it's like you say, it's art. I'm painting a picture
Exactly.
with
Yeah.
Absolutely.
how
yeah.
they talking about the story.
Yeah.
So if
That's-
you can't really look at it like that, then you don't need to be listening to certain people.
So, did Pop Smoke drop last year? He started last year.
No,
He
I-
passed
I
this
think-
year.
I think it was 2020.
You think he started this year? Not that
No,
walk.
he
That
came
wasn't
on
that
19.
party shit.
Dior.
Oh no, you talking about the start the wave?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
'cause
that
I'm
was
trying-
2019. That was 2019.
So he had a whole
He had a year.
or under, and this would have been. He definitely would have been best new artist, I think.
He got nominated for a Grammy too.
Yeah.
The songs hit the radio
Oh, the
already.
Meet the Woo
yeah.
too, all that. That was 2020.
That what
Meet the
was?
Woo,
Two,
Meet the
part
Woo
two.
2.
Yeah, that was 2020.
Dior was in 19. Though.
And then Shoot for the Stars came out, so he had 2 projects that came out in 2020.
Yeah, to shake the room.
So-
So that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That's 2020.
And so we would
Crystal
say
Ball,
Pop
all
would
that.
definitely be.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, Crystal Ball. Yeah, he had some
If
shit.
he ain't passed, he would have been top best new artist for sure, because he was catching his speed, and
Yeah.
everybody was fucking with him
Yeah.
too. And so we can get into the drama if y'all want to, the whole Megan shit. But how y'all feel about Megan's 2020 before this shit
I was
happened?
about to say that. I ain't speaking.
Yeah, a very memorable 2020 for sure. Like she continues to rise up the ranks. Like
Man, don't
Like-
be real. I feel like they gonna make her corny and run her out of this shit. Like you ain't even gonna like her music. Like right now, she gonna get all the buzz, get the covers. But no, fuck that. You still got like people who like your music.
Yeah.
Right.
You was cool. You was hot. You was fat. You was all that.
You was fat. What you
But
think
now-
about
When
Body
was she
Yachty?
ever fat then?
Corny.
What you think about Body
Like
Yachty?
this, I remember this
shit
girl
gonna
put me
kill
on
TikTok,
the music like it was hard. Like when she was
Yeah.
really rapping. Like
Yeah,
what's that?
But
yeah.
we've seen this
She
though.
can rap.
We've seen this
She
happen
can
so
rap.
many times
She can
though.
rap.
We've seen this happen with Nipsey. We've seen this happen with Big Sean to where when they first come out, they put out they put out
When Nipsey put out
commercials.
something like that.
He definitely has like some like commercial like stuff. The song that
Um,
he had with Lloyd when he was signed.
Oh,
They
you don't really. That shit. Oh, well, that was the label probably pushing
Yeah,
that.
so that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
But
We've
she's
seen-
a female artist. It'd be a whole.
A whole.
They push a
movement,
whole
right,
different narrative on
But what I'm trying to say is, depending on the feedback from her like day one fans, she may go back to where she was before because of course
It might
you
be too late,
chasing.
though.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
don't get a lot of chances.
I only think it's
It's
too
a
late
new
because
one
of
all
this-
the time.
I only think it might be too late because
Mulatto
of
up
the situation. I think this situation gonna hurt her, no matter how it play out. Like I think it's gonna hurt.
Even though she's the victim in that.
I really do. Now, and I'm not picking who won or not, but I'm just saying that the way that it's playing out, where you got, is taken away from the music,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like
So
nobody's
do you
really
also
thinking
feel like
about
that
the
about
music.
Tory too? Do you feel like he would be able to?
No, I think it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
hurt
think
him
it's
too.
cold.
Because his
I
last
think it's
project
gonna
was
hurt
decent.
him.
And he cold.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna hurt him too. Like I think people they listening and they checking out his music because they respect the music and they like his craft, but I don't think he gonna get no bigger.
I don't know. Shit, they got mad
Unless
on
he-
Twitter. Cause I spoke on it's for real. What I'm saying. All I
Yeah,
said,
everybody.
all I said, he killed the Kodak.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, I know,
You're
goddamn.
supposed
No.
to, you're not supposed to say that.
But I
you're
don't like that
supposed to
shit where I
overly
can't speak
listen.
my mind. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like
I
ain't
listen to
I'm
it.
not
Yo.
talking about the women, but you know, it's like I got a disclaimer for everything. I'm saying, if I wasn't in the car, y'all wasn't in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
Y'all know
right.
he shot, who
Yeah.
shot. It is. She got shot, but
Yeah, everybody in the industry probably got some shit going
Yeah,
on.
like, so stop that,
It just ain't play out right. It ain't
No,
playing.
or
It's
you
not
would-
playing out right.
or you
I don't
would-
agree. I'm not taking those sides. And then she got shot at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
something happened to her.
Next
I ain't
time,
going.
yeah,
I'm
next
always
time.
going to
But
but then
stand.
she went to go perform. No.
I was.
Next time.
She just was on
All
time
right,
performing.
so-
I was like, how the
so-
hell she was? How do you?
All right, so Kate, since we still on it, we gonna stay on that topic. So, how you feel about the new range of female artists? Like Dad was saying, Mulatto. She's, but then again, she got controversy. They mad at her about her name, and they got this shit coming up about she took some
She's
stuff from
colorist
people and
stuff
all this
like
shit.
that, yeah. I
What?
feel
So-
like she's
Scams.
colorist. Yeah.
They
all
don't.
do it to maintain the image. For real.
She got the talent though. I like her
She
talent
got the look.
though. Yeah, she got the look. She got the talent.
City girls, we can't forget about
City
them.
girls on fire.
City Girls is definitely on fire.
They on
They
fire.
done changed their whole look and everything.
They on
Yeah.
fire.
You listen to Rhapsody?
I do.
I tried, and I'm honest. I know people say she's nice, but
Yeah.
I can't get into
I
it.
couldn't get it, and I'm like, we was naming all of them. They
Yeah.
like the same type.
I think because we're like she's not always.
It ain't even about that.
You don't think so?
It ain't because I
Well,
just
you
try
gotta
to.
say
It
sexuality.
ain't even about
No,
that.
no, it ain't
Yeah,
about
I
that.
don't-
I want to hear.
I'm talking about the
rap and
perspective of
that.
music. I ain't
can't
talking
get
about-
with-
I'm
I
trying.
can't connect to it. That's my thing.
Yeah, because I was thinking like Rhapsody, but
I
I
don't
never
care
really
about
listened.
selling sex. and all
I'm
that
trying.
shit,
Let me
like-
think of a
So
who's
when
a
it comes to
female
like
artist.
her, like the topics of her music, what can you not like?
I'm saying I just don't.
The music I don't like.
I don't gravitate
don't
to
move
it.
me.
Like
Right,
the
right.
production, because I think Knife Wonder.
The
produces
production is
her.
cool, but her voice
Voice.
on it just don't give me.
Oh,
it
Right,
don't-
it don't.
Hey,
yeah,
it's
right.
not. It's the same as somebody liking Kendrick and all that. No, I understand. It just I don't like.
Okay.
It just doesn't. It doesn't move me. Like, damn, I know y'all say she's nice, but when I'm gonna
Yeah,
catch
she
you, like,
definitely talented, but you know what I'm saying? Like I can't get into it.
like Tierra Whack and like I be trying to get into
Tierra Whack is definitely like you really just have to have like
She different.
Rico
you
Nasty.
Really,
I be tapping into all of them like different ones.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think. What's the last female artist that was nice that wasn't sexual?
shit, we
That's
named them.
they don't push them.
Recently,
Rico's
Rhapsody.
nice.
That's hard.
Rico's really
That's
nice.
hard to see.
Like,
Rhapsody.
Rico's
Or
definitely.
think period.
Tierra,
Who you- well,
Tierra Whack is
'cause
very
you
Lauren
say-
Hill.
Lauren Hill.
Yeah, long. I was about to say Remy, but Remy kind of switched it up.
But she was trying to be there, but
When
nobody.
she first came out though, like she really.
I
she
love
was,
that.
yeah,
She was
nice.
my favorite.
Yeah,
Other
she
than
was
Kim,
hard.
she's my favorite.
But everybody
female
take that blueprint. Yo,
Mm.
get a female artist, sexualize her, talk crazy on the records, put out. That shit been like that since we've been.
Isn't that why Asian Doll didn't work out with Gucci? What happened with that?
I don't know.
But my
She's crazy
question,
though.
you said who you like. My bad.
No, you're fine. I was just saying, like, you know, I think it's good that we have such a diverse group of women that can go from, like I said, Megan Thee Stallion to City Girls to Rico Nasty to Tierra Whack, because it's good to have that versus, like, at one point we just had a bunch of women that was just rapping about the same thing. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it was just people complaining about it. Well, where's the one that rap about this? Well, they here. So, and Rico just dropped a new album for real. You know, Tierra just released another single. They're out there. You just gotta put your ear out there and listen to them. They out there.
But the machine is behind them. That's the thing. The machine is behind. Like, you can find all these artists, but the machine is behind all the bullshit. To be honest, like
Tank. How did I forget about Tank?
That's the one Timbaland had. He made her seem like she was the best thing since fried rice. He's a very dramatic person.
I feel like he tried to make her something that she wasn't.
Oh, and she left him, right?
Yeah, and that is severed. And she's still releasing projects, but projects stick because that's who she is.
Somebody co-signed her recently, though. I can't remember who. Somebody was in an interview and was like, she got some shit. I can't remember.
She can rap and she can sing.
I gotta check her out.
He was making her seem like she was the next Aaliyah though when she was first.
And that's the problem.
He was putting that pressure. Like, no, she's the next artist.
She from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Dreezy from Chicago.
Yeah.
King Von, chick from Chicago. That's Asian.
She's from.
No, she's
not. She's from Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. West. Gotta go back to Griselda.
Shorty hard. I like her.
Amani Caesar.
Now, like you see, I like the aesthetics and I like the music. Like, that's what I'm saying. Rhapsody, I try to listen to that album. She got a Grammy or nominated. I'm like,
I ain't check. The only thing I heard Rhapsody on, I think, was Kendrick shit.
And I ain't like it really on that.
Wow.
You talking about the one, the Purple Butterfly?
Yeah.
It was cool. It was just like, okay.
She can. I think she got lyrics. It just might not. Her flow just might not be.
There's the flow. Like, people can have lyrics and content, but it's just not.
I think with time she'll probably, like, you know,
It'll grow.
She'll find her recipe. I think everybody is just trying to figure out, like, what is really for them. Even when they think it's for them, it's always room for improvement.
I hate when people, like, you've seen, I think you tweeted that move, like when they was talking about the Andre 3000 thing. Sometimes people will push their opinion on everybody else.
Yeah.
Say you like, yo, this is the best. Oh,
you don't have to like.
I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
And we
can get into that. Let's get into that. So what Dab is referring to is T.I. and that was a good. If y'all ain't checked that out, check that out. That the podcast with T.I. had Young Thug, Benny the Butcher, Rhapsody.
Yo, blow me this.
He had all them on the show, and it was like a round table discussion, kind of like what we doing. But the controversy was that T.I. basically was in so many words saying that Young Thug is like the new and Andre, like you should fuck with Andre, and Young Thug basically was like, I don't really fuck with him in so many words, like. He ain't receptive as another person
he
is.
Said Elton John. He said Elton John. He said, man, I'm a fan of your music, I'm a fan of all that other stuff, which I agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to force yourself on somebody.
But we know how Andre 3000
operates. That don't make it right.
But he always did big Young Thug up, though.
Yeah.
He bigs up a lot of people.
He shows love, but my thing is, we know he be in his own cut. He be in his own world.
He bigs up people that I don't even think he really fuck with. Like, I was on, shout out to Ev, I did his podcast Thursday, Working Title. I did it, and he asked me the same question. But I told him that I feel like you said, people paint. Andre 3000 is this. And everybody say he's this person, he's that artist, he's the best ever. Never listen to no Outkast shit. If you ain't listen to Outkast shit, you can't say this man is the best enough. Because all his shit, most of his best work is under Outkast. His solo shit, he ain't really got no solo project, no mixtape. He got that off of Ottawa, the half of that album, like, but that wasn't all his shit.
He a feature killer.
So, and he is the shit. I'm not taking that away from him, but it's definitely, I was shocked to hear how he felt about that comparison. But at the end of the day, if he feels that way, if he's not a number one Andre 3000 fan, you can't get mad at that, man.
And if you don't know a verse, he's young. A lot of people don't know a verse of somebody. Some people might not know a whole Jay-Z verse. Right. I can't get mad. They never probably was a fan of Jay-Z. They might know Gucci verse. You can't get mad when it's my preference.
That's like when Soulja Boy said old school to him is 50 Cent. he's 20. He was at that time. He was 20 or 19
was
years old.
so he probably just started getting in the music.
Right.
At that time.
So you can't be mad at him for that. But I said that what else I say? I said that they do that, and then but he did with that shit when he wore that jacket that said maybe he didn't know, maybe he just wore it for style, but that jacket that he had on said I want to be like Erica and Andre, some shit. So that was a little. I ain't really dig him on that, but at the same time, like I definitely think they should lock in though.
Thug give me weird energy. I don't know Andre. I never met none of these people, but anybody I know that meet him in New York, they say he's a cool guy. He take a picture.
Yeah.
Thug, I can just see you. You might be more of an asshole.
Yeah.
Just than him. Like he got humility.
Yeah.
You ain't. I can just know. Nigga run up on Thug. He might be with some other shit. Like,
and my thing with Andre is that I don't know what people expect from him. I don't know if they expect him to be like, oh, I love your music and all that. He just doesn't give me that type of person. Like if he knows who you are, he like, hey, what's up? I like your music, this and that, and he'll go about his business. I don't think he's like one of those guys that just like that's really hyper. Like he really
he's
just
a laid back type of
he's really like. And the thing is, I think people need to remember he walked away from music. Music didn't walk away from him.
True. And I think that's one person that you saying. That's one person that you never really heard nothing negative about though.
Yeah.
I don't think I.
With what's the name?
Rick Rubin. Yeah. I listened to that.
I think they link him. I think Andre gonna be with it for real.
Future should do that though.
Yeah,
because he got that relationship, and he was on one of Future albums.
Yeah.
Like. And Future wasn't that hard at that time.
Documentary too, man. He talked about Future. You know what I'm saying?
I said this on. I said this on Eve. AFL podcast. I said this on AF podcast. That nigga co-signed Pill that was on MMG. Like he was trash. You getting co-signs from people. You getting co-signs like that. That's a noteworthy. Whenever he was coming out, they was always saying Andre 3000 co-sign. Like that's all you need. That's like saying Dr. Dre stamp. Whoever. Like, and he ain't had to do that. That mean a lot. But, hopefully they connect. Hopefully now that he'll feel like he should introduce himself.
And it just can't be by ego, because I don't think Andre 3000, well, at least to me, from what I've heard and how he appears, he doesn't seem like he operates off of ego. Yeah. So you have to make sure you come to him like that, because, like, if you operate off of ego and negativity, he ain't gonna want to fuck with you.
I never tapped into Thug music. I always say that. I said this on him like 3 times. I never really tapped in. Like I know when he features, I fuck with him, but like listen to a whole Thug project, I never did.
He had a good 2020.
Yeah, he definitely. Like I said, even with the Slime and B joint with Chris Brown,
he was featured on a lot of hits.
Absolutely,
good couple years to be honest.
Yeah, he had a good career. Good career, if you want to be honest.
I still don't think he got a classic project though.
Bar to 6 was harder.
Yeah.
It was good.
I still listen to that to this day.
No.
Because we be so, not us in general, but just everybody. We be so quick to call shit a classic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love that when it came out.
It was a great, till this day it's still great. But classics, just like the GOAT shit. Everybody's not a GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay to not.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have a great project and not be classic. Yeah. But some shit you can hear, put it right now, it's gonna bang. You know what I'm saying?
See, Chad got the youngest ear here.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
I'm the oldest, but I got the youngest ear.
Yeah, he got the youngest ear. So sometimes when y'all was talking about Chief Keef one time, he like, I'm gonna tap into it. If he says cool, I'm gonna go. Like even with the Thug, I said I'm gonna go in whatever somebody say. Like I'm not one of those people.
Right. You can't be
I don't listen to that. No, I'm gonna listen because I'm gonna see what it is. I might pick something out of there. Like when you say Griselda, I start fucking with it. Like okay, I ain't just say I ain't gonna listen to it at all.
Yeah.
What y'all think about the local music this year?
So it's still
Baltimore
on the
DMV.
rise.
Yeah. I told you right now my favorite local artist Roddy Racks. Shorty hard. Like you know what I'm saying?
His flame too.
It's crazy to me because the song he got with Glizzy, that shit is a smash. I'm talking the first time I heard, I'm like, what? Why this shit not getting pushed? Like this shit is 10 times better than a lot of these songs on the radio. Why this shit not getting pushed?
They don't be playing it on the radio.
Probably in a mix at 9 o'clock or some shit like that.
Radio was kind of late though.
That's what I'm saying. Like to the point, like this shit might even fall through the cracks, but that shit is a showing up banger. Yeah. Like that shit crazy.
Right now though, I think Baltimore is a renaissance.
It is music wise,
just in general, like the Harlem Renaissance, it's like a Baltimore Renaissance. People talk about us.
We starting over
on Twitter all the time. They talk about accents. We got a boxer. We got hella NBA players.
You right.
We got hella NFL.
And everybody fuck with each other.
All the people coming up.
It's downtown.
It's saying like you never people like
Downtown.
Baltimore ain't got nothing. Yo,
Yeah.
it's a lot going on. We ain't never have all these people no limelight.
Right.
People clothes. Like look at the clothes. As much as people say they like the brands or don't,
Yeah.
you can never go to a city and see
The local brands.
Local
Right,
brand.
Flourish.
like that, right?
Flourish.
like
yeah,
this is a
yeah.
regular like this is
If
a
you come,
every day.
yeah, that's a good point. You
Baltimore
come out of
cities,
town, you
the
gonna
local-
see hella.
Our local designers like design.
But I'm saying this
Yeah.
everything is on the rise.
Yeah.
Before a rapper was a clown.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Back in the
time.
day,
Big
we took
time.
trees
Big
and
time.
all that.
Big time.
Honestly,
That's
that
why
was
it took me so long to
Yeah.
really get with this local music.
Yeah,
Like,
That's what we all be talking about.
I don't really be listening, to be honest. I don't really be
Yo,
listening to about.
because we got and it's fucked up that we do this because we like we really know this person.
Mm.
Well, I know somebody that really know them,
Mm.
so it's like not believable. You know,
Mm.
we love that authentic shit. So you know what I'm saying? But them guys from Atlanta, whatever, we don't
You
know
don't
them.
know 'em.
We don't
Yeah.
know them.
So you buying into the image.
We buying into the music.
Yeah.
Yo, like we got guy motherfucker up the street right on the corner right now.
Mhm.
It's just as talented, but we not fucking with him because we know somebody
We
knows
got the
somebody.
same money, but
Yeah,
you just ain't.
exactly.
Them diamonds ain't. But you
Exactly.
doing the same
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's
But
on
yeah,
the
we
rise,
got
though,
we got the kid King Tony,
I don't know
Money
that.
J. Yeah, you shorty got some good music. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, he went to school with my brother.
Mhm.
Like, Jiggy, Money Jig, of course. Who else we got? Yo, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
Trap John and them.
Trap John. Oh yeah, my guy. That's my guy. Trap John and them.
All
your
the
brother.
people boys.
Put me
Yeah,
on,
your
man.
brother. Yeah, your brother. Shout out to Miles. He sent me something last night. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, he getting in his bag.
That whole movement.
Hey, yeah.
You got
Soda.
GDL.
Yeah,
I-
Soda is still my number one person when it comes to like
That's the song, the
Baltimore.
guy with the gator, right?
Yeah, like
You
he's
said who?
Soda.
Oh, okay.
He's
the
in my,
lights.
yeah,
Yeah.
he just dropped a new project. I feel like I think it's just a
him.
mad time, honestly, with him.
I
He gets
hit him.
better with each and every project.
See, it's like, but it's the thing here. It's just like anything. You got your eclectic, like underground Baltimore, but then you got the ones that's like stunting.
Mhm.
They gonna get the most attention. Like I don't
Yeah.
know
But
the ones
so
on.
Right.
But Soda stunts his music. He just like
Who?
the way Soda, like
Yeah.
he does a
I
lot
was
of
listening
stunting
to
shit
shit
with
the
his
other day.
music too. But it's just maybe not
Different
like,
way.
yeah, it's not just like blatant, but he say some
Right.
shit.
I gotta
If
check
you
him out.
visit
I
his,
ain't-
like,
I know
if
he
you look
just
at
dropped
his
a
like his
project, bro.
Instagram, you can see like
It's not
yeah.
the hood stunting. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the
he's
main thing
he's
for
a
me
North
right
East
now.
Baltimore soldier. So
Okay.
No, that's
we do it different.
Yeah, it is a different vibe.
The kid taking off. What's the kid that got the funny voice? They don't be fucking with him.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
The nigga do all the hooks. Shorty.
short.
Shorty.
He's still
Yeah.
rising though. He just dropped.
He
a
doing a lot of
Yeah,
shit
he
going
doing
old West
West
Coast
Coast,
and all
yeah.
that shit.
It's
Yeah.
all, it was
But
on
I don't
the
blame
St.
him,
Francis.
though.
He was on
It's
Mozzie
all
shit.
on that.
Yeah.
He
That's
on
what I'm saying. That's because you know, and the people pull your card for something.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Right.
But
But Shorty
music
tell me.
wise, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't blame him from like taking it to the West Coast. You gotta branch out, and like
Of
you said,
course.
like y'all
Right.
said, people are quick to pull your card here and just dismiss you. So my
Mhm.
thing is, you gonna continue. You gonna dismiss me? I'm gonna take my shit and go somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
And
The
continue
thing,
to prosper.
the thing I like the most now about these artists, they look like Baltimore.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
back in the day, we had guys that come out and they
Look
should
like
nigga
they from New York, big dumbass hats that look like
so,
this.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so
Be more.
right. So I'm going out DC, they be like, yo, like that's who y'all got. Like, nah, but you got
Yeah.
guys like YG Tech and all them,
Yeah.
Sosa. I mean, there's so
Yeah,
many
yeah,
guys
yeah.
now, and I ain't gonna lie, yo. Like you can say what you want about Glizzy, but Joe helped us. Like he helped the city out a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting behind YBS and all that,
Yeah.
and connecting a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like
He needed
we-
that for himself too, though. 'Cause you want to
Absolutely. They
solidify
helped me
yourself
that.
in Baltimore.
Absolutely. And
He wouldn't have did
they love him
that.
down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And they love his music, but
Yeah.
you always want to get with somebody
Yeah.
credible and lock it
It's
And a
down.
lot of people got to get that era. They just do the like when Scooter like give that.
Yeah.
Because that time before 2014,
Mhm.
rapping like we said was corny.
Yeah.
He came 14.
Yeah.
Y'all even had a 6-year window of having a
I
chance.
don't know, because G-Rock and them Teflon Don.
I was about to say Scooter
Yeah,
and
but
G-Rock
it ain't.
together.
Yeah.
But I know G-Rock, but it still ain't to that level. But they had
Yeah.
social media. We had that,
That's
that's
what I'm saying. And G-Rock and the Teflon Dons, they really didn't get that push, but them motherfuckers was dropping that shit.
Scooter would have been on.
Yeah,
but he
hell
would
yeah,
have
ain't no
really
question.
Well,
been
so
on.
that was like what? That's like 08.
Teflon Don shit, what was that movie?
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
08.
That's what I'm saying, but it
06,
still
06,
ain't give you
07,
that.
08.
They got to next to Meek They ain't never get to. They ain't never got next to no artist.
They never branched.
I think
They
every
wasn't. They ain't
generation's
get any
supposed to,
people.
like,
They could branch
it's
out.
supposed to be like that. Every generation is
It
supposed
go
to
up.
It go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because school.
In the next few years, Baltimore gonna be a household name, just like Detroit getting their acclaim. Even though Detroit had stars, but they wasn't really. Nobody was really focusing on Detroit sound. Like Eminem, you wasn't. Big Sean, you ain't focused on that sound. You just know they from there.
Detroit got the best vibe right now.
We forgot all about Deja Love then.
I forgot about Deja Love.
Y'all forgot all about Deja Love. The fact that she's dropped something.
She just dropped
I forgot about her. Period.
I forget. Yeah.
I ain't recognized her since Maybach Music when he had on Rick Ross shit.
Man, Tim hit me about it. He's like, yo, man, the Deja Lowe's joint. Maurice too. Little said it too.
They like it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's alright.
It's basically her. If you like Deja Love music for what she does,
She lost her way though, cause she
got
had
it.
it. She would have been a
I think the thing is,
pioneer.
I think, because I think she also has. I think she went independent too, so she created her own label, and I think she probably just went through the motions of not wanting to just like do too much. Because the thing is, we see a lot of artists just like continuously put themselves out, and then they just run themselves down.
I think she did too much when they tried to do that fake Dirk and Deja shit. That kind of fucked them up.
And that could
it was fake. They said it was fake.
Right.
Yeah,
so it was
I don't even think she liked guys. Not to say like I don't think she did though.
Probably don't. Probably like both for real.
Yeah. And that could have been like the stopping point for her to like
That's
just
crazy.
go
Kill him
back
like
to
that,
like
too.
drawing board. So I mean, once you run into that rut and like, is this really who I am?
True.
You pull yourself back and then you just like pace yourself. She has put like singles out up until this album, so I think she is doing it the right way because people still are
They checking for it.
anticipate.
Somebody like that, where I thought I was over with, and it came back was Dom Kennedy.
This last project was good.
Yeah.
The
I
last
played
project
that
was good.
shit. So
The
like
last
when I was
project
thinking,
was
like it was, but y'all like to see when the people you listen to like young when they was ignorant, and then you like, dang, they really grew
he
up.
did a
like,
huge decline though.
yeah, but he came
But
back.
this latest joint hard though.
Yeah.
Latest joint hard though.
Sometimes
I
you got
love that.
unplugged. I really believe that's what it really is.
But most of the time when they be getting in love, that's when they come back when they be like, I'm a real like payroll.
Yeah.
This mixtape he just put out a couple of months ago. Like when the dudes get like really serious in that situation and just like all the bullshit.
Yeah.
The music be kind of the best because you ain't and it's online with their age too. Like it can't be like damn near 35 talking some big dumbass shit.
What you about to say?
So with all that saying, I think we need to give this one person his flowers every day till he dies, and then after that, Currency.
Oh yeah.
Said that.
Yeah.
I was just listening.
Yeah.
I just was listening
I
to
won't
his
bring it
last
again.
Front
four.
runners, I killed that. I played that shit the most. Too.
That
I
shit
won't
hard.
bring that up again in case people that listen to this podcast refuses to give him the time of day. Listen, Currency is the person that he says he is. Listen,
He got vibe.
the money that man has, the cars that he buys. There's no financing with him. That's all him.
I fuck with Spitter though.
That's like
Spitter
that's
the
really
truth.
amazing to see. Like
He
when he
laid back.
post shit, you know that's him. Like there's no faking.
And
You
I like
never
this
heard no
interview
fake
on-
shit with him.
He had on 85, so like
Yeah.
he just like I don't even know, but you can see like those.
He
dudes.
just laid back, chill
Right,
nigga. Like he don't want to do too much. He just cool. I like how he fuck with Ross heavy too. Ross fuck with him real.
All them guys from that era kind of put out a lot of good music the past couple years.
Yeah.
Wiz declined. I
think
still
Wiz-
love Wiz. Wiz is his music is dead to me. That's my guy.
I think he.
But his shit declined. But his
I think he don't really give a fuck about the music for real.
he a star now.
Yeah,
He a
exactly.
superstar.
And plus, he has other, I think, ventures that he's focused on. Like the last thing he really did was the joint thing. Wasn't the joint thing with Currency?
No, he had an album last year.
Yeah,
When he was on the ground, that was alright too.
And
though.
then he had this most recent one. It was like a
Album.
green one with like the rainbow colored shit.
Yeah.
Every project he got like 2 or 3 songs of that era, but then the rest is like
But
commercial.
that's because he knows who's listening to
Yeah,
him.
he can have money.
So,
he bought
I
that
mean,
bag.
I can't be so mad.
And that's why you can't knock him. Like certain artists that get to that point, cause Wiz, like you love them for the weed, the chill, but when he do big hits like Black and Yellow, then he got the joint See You Again. Like you expect it from him now. You don't really be like, damn, I want him to go, cause it's like, all right, and then he can still give you a project with Currency, collaboration with, and that still hit.
That man is consistent. I
Yeah,
never really,
super,
every
super
time he puts
consistent.
something out, it's hard.
Super
I
consistent.
honestly, like, if you tap in, that's why you like, y'all get whatever vibe you in. If I'm in that, I'm always gonna fuck with that vibe. Like,
And he's dropped something else with his entire label.
Another big album, Big Sean shit.
Yeah.
I ain't like it.
You ain't like it?
I ain't listened to it
cool.
entirely,
It was
but
cool.
the song with Nipsey.
I loved
really
it when it first
definitely
came out, but after a while, I stopped listening.
I mean, I fuck with Big Sean. I fuck with, like, I just seem like he a cool guy, but the music just ain't been hitting.
Yeah, I can see that.
Even with Deep Reverence, you like.
No, that ain't the whole. It was a lot of music.
Okay.
It was too many songs
Too
on
many
that.
songs, and it wasn't really cohesive in the sense, like, it was just too much. You could make that shit like 10, 12 and be cool.
What about Nas' album?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We gonna do the top projects, or we gonna just run it through like this?
Oh, we can do top.
Oh yeah.
Let's do top.
To do top.
Your top favorite albums, projects.
This
So
year?
I got y'all go because
Yeah.
I got the list on today.
Go ahead since you ready.
Hold on, where we at?
No, shit
You
was
got the
hard.
Polo G joint.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was hard.
That shit was
Shorty
hard.
is he underrated.
Yeah.
Baby, of course.
Mhm.
The Nas one.
Mhm.
Like I said, the collab, the Slime and Beat joint.
Uh-huh.
Dirt. The deluxe joint.
Okay.
You know, Gibbs, Griselda, Shy Glizzy joint, Gunna. I like the whole little Gunna when he had the little joint out Cali when he was performing and shit like that, like the whole production
Money
joint
on
and
Way.
all that.
Mm.
Right, exactly.
Weezy hard. That's a slept on producer
Yeah.
right there.
Right. The Uzi joint, both joints he dropped, the solo project, then the joint with Future. He killed that whole joint with Future.
He tough though.
Yeah,
He stepped his game up on that.
Yeah, he right. You know what I'm
Stepped
saying?
his
Cause a
game
lot
up
of
on that.
people they don't know like he can get in his bag like
Yeah.
that. So I ain't gonna say all of them, but that's what I.
No,
you know what
go,
I'm saying?
bro.
Yeah, man. You know, like I said, Roddy Racks on the local tip. Like that whole fuck rap joint he did. That shit was hard. Like the whole visuals for it and
I gotta
everything.
check that out.
42. That Ben turned to.
Mhm.
That was a good one. The Herb joint. You know, I know a lot of people don't be fucking with Herb like that, but Herb. Yeah, that's it.
That Malcolm song was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you know you got the Detroit guys, payroll in them.
Yeah.
The Peasy joint, like
What's that?
What you got, Dave?
That was yeah, that payroll was that boss. What was that? What's that mixtape called? It just came. The one.
the one with the cover.
The
on it.
Boss.
Yeah.
Boss. I was about to say
I
boss,
forgot the name.
boss.
That-
No,
I know what you're talking about, though.
Him and Peasy joint was cool, but like all the way through that, I say payroll,
Oh,
Nas.
he talking about Spirit of a Boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Freddie. I like Alfredo, but
Babies
I
and
did.
Fools is my shit.
Huh?
Babies and Fools is my shit.
Nas joint was really that was unexpected because I was like when he had that
Yo.
ultra black, I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
But my
killed that
thing
shit, yo.
is that people saying for the longest time once he linked up with a different producer,
Yeah, he
they was
killed
gonna
him.
bring out the best out of
The
him. That's
content, the
what I think.
music, it was.
I like the joint he had with Kanye too.
Yeah, I ain't think it was that bad how people.
I ain't think it was either. I
That's
like it.
another thing. People put their opinion.
Yeah.
Hey man, that wasn't even that. It was 7
Yeah.
cool Nas songs.
Yeah.
Now I
He
would
always
say,
gonna spit.
as far as like the Nas project, the newest one, the standout track for me personally was the one that he did with Foxy. You know.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah.
Dirk song was
Yeah,
hard
that,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
of
That was
course.
good, too.
Yeah, Dirt, yeah. Dirt, yo, he been killing a lot of features, y'all.
Shit,
He-
maybe you want to go get you a nice little cougar or something. Get you half a moon and ride down.
Car 85.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He gave you that vibe.
Oh yeah, with Uncle Charlie. Oh yeah, they really like put together
I gotta look
that
at my
album.
phone, man. What the hell?
Yeah.
I listen to
Hit
Currency
Boy
Front
did.
Runners.
Hit Boy's a great producer. He knows how to
Yeah.
put things together
For sure.
for sure.
Who you say, KJ, your best projects?
Man, I'm sorry. Well, I know y'all probably gonna have a live rap. Mine's is not live rap.
Okay.
I forgot
I
about
like
the
that.
R&B.
I like that.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with the rap. I think Key Glock Yellow Tape is great. Young Dog,
Okay.
See, I can't
Slave.
really get into Key Glock.
I like God.
And I'm not like I don't really listen
I'm
to him.
surprised you listen to
My-
that.
Hey baby. I mainly listen to
Oh,
him.
she likes you.
Goldie
attracted to
James
her.
was hard.
Okay, yeah. You was talking about that too.
I forgot about Goldie James.
He down there that Griselda sound.
I would say Currency and DJ Fresh, the Tonight Show with Currency. Definitely, I love that
That
album.
was a weekend.
Victoria Monet, Jaguar. She's known for her writing, far as Ariana Grande. She's like one of the key people behind like that machine.
Okay.
So I think a lot of people like find out who she writes for and be like but no, she's really like that.
Okay.
Kehlani, it was good until it wasn't.
Okay.
And-
That's the one when she looking over the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And last but not very least, Miss Tiana Taylor, the album.
That was
I
good.
really
Masego, you listen to him?
yes. I saw him live like a couple
He
years
hard.
ago. Yes.
He hard. I forgot about him.
Yeah. His last album was like what, 2019, I
But
think.
he just put out a single, and that's
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Oh, how y'all feel about the Ty Dolla $ign joint? I like this. You ain't like
I
it?
like it was too many songs.
Yeah, it was.
I just like, yo, I like the
It
people,
was.
but they be like, all that 20.
That's featuring Ty Dolla
songs.
Sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was
hard.
I like Ty
Song.
though.
Dr. Savvy joint, then the transition to the joint.
Yeah, like
the
20
joint,
what?
the
I
boy,
think
I ain't making past 17 all
like
the time.
you really have to be really sure of the project in its entirety to deliver like that last like to do something that big. I think the last big album that I listened to with that many songs was Lil Baby's, and I was able to listen to it without those.
And that's why I can say that's one of the best ones. How you can make 20-something songs
and
I like every one of them.
And then come back for the deluxe album.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah.
Everyone I like. That's why I say he's an MVP.
Yeah,
You
for
put
sure,
that shit
for
on,
sure.
you like, damn, yo.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
And
Good both of y'all.
and I'm a
Good call.
bird.
It makes me kind of worried though, because it's like, because he had such a great year and such a great project with so many.
The standard gonna be so.
How's he gonna top that?
Yeah,
That's the one thing.
That's true.
You
That's
dream
true.
about and you work hard to reach that pivotal point, but once you reach that pivotal point, how you gonna?
What was it? Yeah,
You know the
that's
smartest
a
way
good
to do it? He got to dip. He got to dip off.
And make them want it.
Now, he still got it though,
No,
because
that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying,
Because he did say that he stopped
to do
features so he can focus on his stuff, but it's
Yeah.
like, what are we expecting?
That's what I'm saying.
What are we expecting?
Or he can do it, switch it up, and just give us 10 songs.
He ain't really had a bad. Even the more I didn't listen to the news. He just put 2 songs out.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, they ain't even bad though.
They
Like,
not.
he's definitely on that. For him to be carrying what he's carrying right now, he's definitely
He's carrying
super
that entire
consistent.
Right.
No,
He's carrying the label and he's carrying the social media, the all that.
City Girls, honestly, like Yachty, no disrespect to
QC, man, you gotta
Yachty.
give it to him.
Yeah,
They took Migos and Yachty and all them out.
Right.
They the top.
For real, yeah.
Migos on a milk carton right now.
Man,
They not feeling they shit no more. Like I've been.
Migos remind me of Jeezy.
Yup.
I mean, that's how Atlanta treats them.
But they ain't from Atlanta though.
That's what.
Yeah,
Jeezy ain't from Atlanta.
though. You're right.
And that's
you're
how
right.
they treat, because Jeezy,
Right.
even when Gucci talked about the store when they had them fake chains
Yeah,
and they came to the studio,
yeah.
that's how they treat them down
I
there.
think Yachty just burned himself out. I think
I never liked his music.
I don't listen to. It's one song I listen to too.
I
I listened to his most recent.
But I think
shit,
he
though.
just burned himself out trying to
They making
keep
money.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like Playboy Cardi?
Yes.
I used to.
I do.
They
Listen,
talk about his new shit like
that's
that.
my.
They talk about his newest project like it's about to be the
the
next coming like biggest thing to ever
That's
drop.
what we talked about before. I hate when they just start losing itself. Like, bro,
Right.
you had black hair. Now you got red hair.
Big
It's
nails.
getting crazy.
But
Like, bro, like.
Are they losing themselves,
Or
they
they
really
becoming who they really
bringing
are.
out who they really
Because
are?
now they got money and the
Oh
access
yeah,
to
you're
do
right.
it.
You might.
That's
That's a point.
Just like with A$AP Rocky, we saw how he started off, but as soon as he got the money and the access, we see what he's.
A$AP really was still like different
Once-
for that time too, though. Like,
Once Yams passed, he changed his whole
he ain't even.
everything.
I don't think he was
gone.
inspired by no anymore.
Yams really that
was a guy.
shout out to he was really the whole backbone of that whole shit.
I mean,
I think.
that is true.
Mm.
He was. I think he was the brain of that operation. I
Way
think
long.
Ferg is still like he's still staying consistent. I know they had like certain beefs with
He radio now though.
Yeah.
Strictly
But
hits.
honestly, the rest of them ain't doing much besides YG Addy, and YG Addy staying quite consistent with his camp.
You
and
don't
his
have
projects.
rappers kind of be like running backs to me now.
It phase out. They running they phase
Yeah,
out.
it's not like it's
That's
not.
a good. That's a
It's
good.
not like
That's a good one.
you got a rapper. Think about whoever was cool with 2000. What year we in?
2020.
Whoever was like 2016.
Yeah.
Think about whoever hot you could look down and they probably ain't really relevant.
True.
Like the shit be. Now
So
we got
what-
these whole new
Especially
ways.
with the streaming and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
Pretty
say
quick.
that. But is that the artist's fault?
No, it's us because we don't give
Yeah.
attention.
Right, our attention span is
Because we're so
terrible.
demanding of
And we
like,
want something
hey,
new popping. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What y'all? We talk about every episode. What y'all think about Meek's latest project?
I ain't listening to
I like
I
that
mean, me
shit.
too. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a lot of flat people get a lot
Man,
of
that
flat.
shit,
for-
their voice
it was
is-
the
when
voice
he-
I like
bad.
the 2 songs off the
I
joint.
like all 4.
Something
The one with Dirk and the one with
something he was
42.
doing.
The one
Like,
with
you
42.
like the first joint?
What's the one he was talking
The
about?
what's his kid? Boy. What's
Yeah, I
his
like
name?
that,
I mean,
man.
too. I like your whole little sound.
Nigga sound like somebody. Oh, what's that motherfucker?
Yeah, I think it might be the last song with Bori is the one I like. I like that too.
Yeah, I like the project. I like the EP.
Is it that
Well, I
he's
think
trying to
Pain
switch
Away-
his like
Pain
his
Away
flow,
like that.
or he's just trying to keep up with the sound? Like, why didn't people like it?
I mean,
Meek does try to keep up with sound.
Yeah,
I
his
would-
substance. He don't
it's
be
black.
talking about shit. it don't really be saying both. Like all the shit sound the same. Like to me, I like Meek, and I hate to keep bringing this up every time, but I like him. I fuck with him, but I just feel like every time his songs just it leads to the same thing every time. Like it's either Pain or Your Block or Money, the Rollie, the Club. It's gonna be one of them come out. Like it's like I did this for you type shit. Like, but I like it. Like
he
I
gotta
think
get to that point where he want to grow up and give us like on his like 444.
Yeah.
Right now, like
I thought he was gonna take it that way.
I think he's just trying to hang on to his youth and not want to.
He don't want to grow up like you said the last. He on his Peter Pan.
Yeah.
You have
and just like and that kid called him out. Y'all seen this shit about the kid?
Side.
Yeah. He said like, well, he was on some shit, but I seen an interview yesterday. He said Meek tried to offer him 10,000. He said no. Yeah. Then he said 20,000. He's like no. Like then you trying to lowball niggas and try to like you want to have good grace with the city. Then he make a post say I try to assign the whole city, but y'all gotta stop beefing. Like nigga, you ain't nobody. Like
Meek try good grace with the young niggas in general. Like he can still be
relevant.
Yeah, do you really like all these young niggas? Honestly, like it's just like
and they probably know that. So
but they can keep me off my ass. Like let me just be cool with
it. Yo, pulled his damn foot. He's straight C, nigga. Where is you from? For real, like. But he a kid too though. Like he fucked himself over. But I ain't gonna lie. Like I was telling child A again. I didn't know nothing about him till he said that shit about me. So I got attention to him. Now I checked his videos. I was like, sure, he got a little creativity to him. Right. His music ain't all that, but like 2 songs I like. But I would have never known if he did that shit. But
it's crazy. Nobody have a sound now. I listen to it. It's like Philly used to have. Everybody had a sound.
Yeah.
Since the internet really been like so prevalent.
Yeah. Everything auto-tuned.
Everything is like just.
Everything is just all
slang
under
is
one.
not the same. Everything is just internet.
Yeah.
Everything's the same.
I'm kind of surprised y'all didn't mention Savage Mode 2.
Kind
of.
Oh yeah.
That's a hard project.
Look at this.
Hard project too. So we got her.
Summer Walker.
Yeah, that's.
For the ladies, that was the album. Girls played the hell out of that shit.
Yeah,
though.
We got.
EP was a hair.
We got to wrap up. Now let's give me the red light. But so next one last question. 2021. Who y'all think gonna have the biggest year?
Jay-Z when he come back out.
Jay-Z don't count.
Right, you can't even say that, man.
Why can't
you kidding? What you think?
I mean, cause we know that.
Hope coming out.
I think he's gonna come back out when we least expect it.
Yeah, probably.
Like how he did the he slowly did the unravel of the 44. You know.
Yeah, true.
Like and then it was just really subtle, and then it's like bam.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wouldn't even need Ho. He could have ended right there for me.
Yeah.
I think he put enough.
Really?
I mean, he put enough work. It's like
you want him to stay in that, keep his legacy.
Even if I don't think he can put out bad music at this point, because I don't think he's gonna even try to with.
It's already solidified.
Yeah.
It won't need.
It was like the 444. There was the Carter album.
That was hard too, though. I like that.
I feel like he got something else. I feel like he got.
He gonna always have something.
Right.
Like one.
But who I'm looking forward, I think Roddy Ricch gonna come hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think he overdue.
I think Kendrick gonna come hard.
Yeah.
He ain't come out in like 4 years. I think and people really that this shit just at the world how it is.
Yeah.
A rapper like him.
They need him.
Now that you saying that quote that Roddy made about having to chill because he had some shit to write about. It makes sense because that's what Kendrick do.
Yeah.
And Punch from TDE was like, this guy's smart because that makes sense. I ain't think of Kendrick when he said that.
And that's why he said like Meek. He going his what's the shit? His inspiration is coming. That's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
If you out in the club like the bitches, I'm getting
but you gonna keep getting the same shit.
That's why you gotta sit your ass down.
Yeah. Or get a new different go out Wyoming and be like
don't say about baby. You got disappear for
and then you get your mind like, all right, this is what I'm on. But he could even talk about a situation with this girl. Like you could have tapped into that.
True.
Yeah.
That's real shit people go through. Yo,
people won't feel that.
I'm getting older, but I don't want to be old. Like talk like that.
He got a new kid, all that.
But you ain't giving us that. You giving us.
He might on a new project.
He gotta get. When he get to that point where they ain't got nothing or they got lack of controversy, that's when they start getting into their exposing their life. So he might start talking about this shit.
I think them two though, and Cole. I think all them two. I think them
they
three.
got so much to talk about.
What
that's
you
what you need though.
Basically, same thing everybody else was saying. Of course, I think Baby he gonna keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I think I want to say young boy, but he just be all over the place, man.
I hope he get it.
Me too. Like I'm like Shorty really talented. You know what I'm saying?
I hope he don't go either.
Yeah.
Like live too fast and do something like not crazy.
Yeah,
like,
right, for sure. But I mean, I think we covered on everybody. So.
I say, I think Dirk gonna have a good 2020.
Oh yeah, Dirk.
he got a lot of pain. He should always pain anyway.
Yeah, I think Dirk, and I just seen something that say Pusha T about to do a project with Madlib. I think that's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
And then I look forward to if Kendrick come out. I hope he do.
I hope all the guys come out.
Nipsey. I know they said that they had like some material left over.
If it's original, I hope I love that. But if it ain't, they putting it together.
Didn't they say that he was working on his
a new project? Yeah.
So I think what I like about his team is that like everything has been genuine, like from like the collaborations, like with Puma to like even with Fear of God and all that. It's really been like from the heart, from where he comes from.
Yeah.
So I do look forward to that. I do think that album or that project will be good, great. Right. It'll probably be like just like the final piece that we really need to really put everything to rest for him.
Right.
Which is
one last before we go, man. How long y'all think y'all gonna be keep in touch with hip hop?
Forever.
I think I'll always be in touch, but.
Cause you get old. It's like, but we still. Some people don't be like, is that the wild? I don't even know.
Yeah.
For us to even know all these.
It's definitely less. It's decreasing, but I think I always keep a hand in it.
Okay. I think so. Like I said, I don't mean to keep saying it, but by me working with the youth, I'm always gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Keep that connection with the kids.
Not really though, because you want to though. Because some people you be.
I mean, I mean, and I want to too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't really get into TV and all that. Like, that's my entertainment, my full entertainment. So listen,
it's definitely becoming to that point. Sometimes you be like, I don't want to hear this shit though. It is. I have my moments. I have my moments.
I don't never had a moments.
Yeah, I have my moments.
I be like, this shit
be phony. Like I be like,
I go back to something old. I put some old.
Yeah, because I take it for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? And I always do that shit. Like if I'm listening to young niggas, like, I'm always gonna throw the Jay-Z shit back. And you know what I'm saying? Like I always do it on myself. Like without me getting to it, like, I can't, it's unbearable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I do it on my own before. Like,
my moves be so crazy. Sometimes I get a move where I don't listen to no music, strictly podcasts.
Right.
I get a move when I listen to old R&B for like a whole month.
Yeah.
Then I get a strictly old Cash Money, old everything. Right. Then I get lately I've been listening to a lot of everything. Like I last time I tweeted something, I was like, this is the first time in a while I listened to new music for like 2 weeks straight. Right. Them 2 weeks, like it was October, November when like projects came out 2 weeks in a row. It was like I was like, yeah, I like this because I ain't really locked in on no music in a while.
Stay in touch with the local artists movie. I always get them.
But one thing I will say, being on this show, I'm forced to, and I want regardless if I listen to it or not, I'm gonna put them on here.
I'm down. Miss Cam, King Midas, and all that.
Yeah, shout out to all of them. Shout out to everybody that's doing them. Like, there's a lot of talent in the city.
Man, I hope it. And even if I don't like whatever the person's doing, not to say like I don't like.
We still want you to get on.
I still want you there.
We want you to get on.
Shit, cause you from here. Yeah. More people. We ain't had that 15 years ago.
Exactly. So in closing, until next time, we probably do this again next month of February. We got a follow up, tap in, and see what's popping, what early 2021 looking like. So February, March at the latest, we're gonna get another one in. This is the third one. It's the third one, right? Or fourth?
I think it's the fourth.
We gonna keep this coming. This series definitely gonna keep coming. And next time we're gonna bring another guest too. So in closing, we need